Hello, welcome. Yeah, instead of reading, one of the mini comic books I just got, I read Kindred Heavens, book one. I've had this since like August, so I'm a little overdue. Like, what is that? September, October, November, December. So, like 4 months overdue. Hey, it was worth the wait, actually. This book was a hoot. It was a ton of fun. We start off here. Let's see, where should I. I'm like trying to figure out like exactly where the right place is. We start off in a flashback. And then from the flashback, we immediately go into what the book is all about racing planes. They call it like wind racing or something like that. And it's kind of fun. As I was reading this book, as I was going through this book, I got one thing real strong out of this, and that was Porco Rosso vibes. If you've never seen Porco Rosso, it's a Ghibli movie. It's set in the 30s, and it's actually just kind of a blast. It's all about air pirates who are battling each other in what the Adriatic off the Italian coast or something completely ludicrous like that. And the main character Porco is cursed to be a pig for whatever reason. It's a great movie, and can and do recommend it. And as I was going through this book, like that was just the kind of feel I got over and over again, which makes sense. This book is set in the 20s or 30s. It's set in like an alternate universe, 1920s or 30s, where it's all about like racing crazy planes and stuff like that. And it follows her, her father, and all the people around them in their racing company, which is hold on, theirs is Pegasus. That's the name of their company. It's a blast. The book is innocent, sweet, and fun. I guess she's like 14 or something. They probably told me somewhere in here, but she's like a teenager. She's grown into being her own person. And kind of the impetus for what's going on is they're losing races. This other guy, who's a rich guy, well, there's a rich guy who has his own company who's funding this guy with these planes to beat them in races. So you kind of see like the setup here. So that's the external conflict, but internal to their group, there's plenty of conflict because she wants to be a pilot. This is her brother over here who is a pilot, but she wants to be a pilot and not just a mechanic. Her father wants him to fly the planes, not her. We learned that there's some kind of relationship stuff going on with this guy. She's got her own relationship with another mechanic. There's a lot go. Whoop! Just smacked the book. There's a lot going on in this book. The art is just kind of a joy to look at. Like no matter what's going on, things just look great. They're colorful on this glossy paper. The colors just pop right off. They like get soaked up by your eyeballs. They bring immediate joy straight to the brain. The book feels. I don't know if it's like the first book in a three-part series or what, but that's kind of how it feels. Like this book was the first act. And this first act is split up into three separate pieces. One is the crash and the immediate aftermath. The second is when she's working on a secret project. You can kind of see it there. It looks like a jet turbine. And then the third part is when they get invited to a party being thrown by the villain, who I wanted to show you the villain right there. You can kind of see him, see what he looks like. And each one advances the plot. Each one gives the various characters time to shine. The secondary characters in their little group, they've all got like their own little personality stuff. They've got a good rapport with each other. It really does feel like these people have been working together on planes, doing stuff for years. That's a pretty good accomplishment for a writer to come in and have minor characters feel like they have life. And again, the Studio Ghibli comparison kind of pops right out here because that's one of the things Ghibli movies do really well is they have minor characters who have a lot of personality so that you remember them. That's exactly what's going on here. As I was reading this, I could see this turned into a movie very easily. It'd probably be a pretty expensive animated movie because animated movies are really expensive these days. But I could definitely see it. Kindred Heavens Book One is a great story with a lot of heart about racing, and it was a joy to read. I'm glad I decided to read this. I know I'm going to like some of those other books I got sitting on my table over there, but this, I shouldn't have sat on it for so long. That is to my detriment that I did. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great one, and bye bye.